Refugee Hope Reborn is a Turkish campaign whose objective is to create awareness to the population with all the topics related to the refugees and the obstacles that they have to face every day all around the world. Welcome to the first episode of Refugee Hope Reborn. In today's episode, we'll talk about the country of origin of 30% of refugees, Syria. For this, we have two very special guests that will help us to narrate about the challenges that Syrian refugees have to face in Türkiye and the situation in Syria that led them to the displacement. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Karim, Hamad, and Azahara Hazbun.
Thanks for having us.
It's an honor to be here.
The honor is all mine, guys. Thank you for being here. Well, let's start by understanding the situation in Syria that has led millions of people to find refuge. Karim, Azahara, could you give our listeners a clearer vision of the conditions and events that led you to this displacement?
Sure. Syria has been through an armed conflict for more than 12 years. This conflict has been characterized by violence, death, and destruction. The civil war has caused generalized suffering with homes, livelihood, and even entire cities reduced to nothing. It is really heartbreaking. I was forced to run away looking for a safe place.
And it should be emphasized that the daily struggles of all common citizens have been unimaginable. The access to basic needs like clean water, food, and medical attention has become a luxury for most of them. The families that have been separated and children have lost access to education. Actually, 80% of Syrian refugees live in extreme poverty, and more than 13 million need humanitarian aid to survive and rebuild their lives. Like my situation when I lost my whole family. Thanks to Allah you helped me. I'm really glad for that.
That sounds very devastating, guys, but now let's talk about the conditions that refugees face when they get to Turkey. What are some of the challenges that you or others have faced when they first got there?
Well, Turkey has been chaotic with millions of Syrian refugees, but the road to rebuild our lives is not easy. Finding a job, access to education, and guaranteeing a living place can be incredibly challenging.
Also, we face the language barrier and discrimination, which makes the integration process even more difficult. Nevertheless, we're determined to overcome these obstacles and build a better future.
Thank you both for sharing your experiences. Now, let's change our approach to our campaign. Refugee Hope Reborn. Can you tell us about your experience with the campaign, Karim?
First of all, I love that they always approach to accomplish the vision of the campaign, which is to create a more empathic and comprehensive society, where we, the refugees, be seen for their resilience and potential, instead of their displacement. The objective is to generate awareness, clear stereotypes, and advocate for policies that back up refugees that have begun to show results.
I'm glad to hear that. Which type of impact are you looking for this campaign to achieve?
We have faith that it could demystify our own conceptions about refugees and to inspire people to take measures. By sharing our stories and experiences, we hope to build comprehension lines and empathy. We also expect that it encourages listeners to take action and to help generate a positive change.
Our goal has never been other than help your people to have a normal life. So, in your opinion, what can people do to support the campaign Refugee Hope Reborn and help refugees on Türkiye?
There are a lot of ways to participate. You can start by educating yourself and other people about the refugee situation. Offer yourself as a volunteer in organizations that help refugees, or by making donations to support in initiatives for the refugees. Small acts of kindness and defense can make a big difference in refugees' life. Talking about experiences.
Thank you, Karim and Azahara, for sharing your perspectives and experiences. Your stories are so inspiring, and your resilience is a testimony of hope and that it can be reborn, even in the face of adversity. And for our listeners, remember to join the cause, support those who are looking for new beginnings, and make their dreams come true. Every donation counts and can make the difference in the life of a refugee. Together, we can be the hope that they need. Make your donation today and be part of the change that the world needs.
Your help is greatly appreciated. Hope we can see you next time.
Refugee Hope Reborn is a Spotify original series produced by Podcasting.com, created by Yusuf with the executive production of Mustafa, Yildirim, starting by Emir, Keskin, and with the special participation of Karim, Hamad, and Azahara, Hazbun. Sound and post-production designed by Mustafa, Yildirim.